Adams. I'm a course leader for Applied Science. And with me tonight is Alan and Dan, who are also teaching.
Hi there.
Nice one, Dan. So what we'll do tonight is to try and answer any questions you've got. So if you've got any questions, let us know. We'll go over a kind of a brief outline of what the course is like, the Applied Science course, and we'll take it from there. So initially, we'll tell you a little bit about the course itself. And the course itself is basically applied general course, general science course. So we've got 6 modules in the first year, 6 modules overall in 2 years, 3 units in the first year and 3 in the second. These are basically half of them are coursework modules and half of them are examined modules. So we've got a good blend of the sort of techniques that you might enjoy in terms of coursework, as well as the other side of the coin, which is the examined module. In terms of content, we've got more or less about a third of it is biology, 1/3 chemistry, 1/3 physics, in more or less equal proportions. And we've got first unit is unit 1, which is the one we're doing at the minute. So the students are learning a bit about chemistry, physics and biology in more or less equal measures, and that will normally be examined. Up to now we've done a bit of coursework, 6 experiments, again 2 physics, 2 chemistry, 2 biology. And there's also a written paper which is all about a pre-release, looking at how science is judged in society. So if anybody has any questions so far, we can maybe see if we can answer a few of those. Okay. Have we got any questions just yet? So second year is basically similar to first year, the only difference being that there are 2 coursework modules and 1 exam. So more coursework in the second year. If you're interested in careers in medical physics or nursing, that kind of thing, then this is a very suitable one. Interesting question there. Would you recommend taking biology and applied science together? That's certainly a possibility. There's nothing to say you can't do that, because the applied science course combines well with any subject at all. It depends really on what you're interested in. So it's a possibility, yes. Okay. Could you take applied science alongside chemistry, biology and physics if you wanted to go into medicine at university? You probably would want a slightly different choice if you want to do medicine itself and become a doctor. You probably don't need to do the applied science if you want to become a doctor, but it's very, very suitable for people who want to become nurses or anything with allied medical professions. So physiotherapists, radiologists, that kind of thing. Hope is asking, is applied science an A-level or a B.Tech? It's neither, actually. It's a level 3 extended certificate, so it's the same kind of equivalent qualification. It's the same number of university points as either of those. So university points from the course, basically very similar to what you would get from an A-level. So it's a full A-level size course. In terms of careers, what you can do with the course when you've got the qualification, very, very broad. Perhaps Alan or Dan, you'd like to expand a bit on that one?
About careers, yeah. I mean, we've had lots of people go on over the years to do various different things, having got the applied science qualification. One of the popular ones is to do midwifery or nursing, for example. So lots of people do this course, maybe in conjunction with perhaps health and social care sometimes, or other subjects, and this can count towards the science for their midwifery or nursing courses to go on to that. We've also had, like I say, it's helped people in there sort of have a bit of a science aspect to go into sort of other social care settings as well. So that's quite a good one. Other people have gone into kind of science-related careers in connection with, say, working in a lab or technician type work in science as well. And also it often counts as a science kind of equivalent A-level for lots of further university courses as well. It wouldn't be, for example, suitable to go on and do a chemistry degree at a lot of universities, for example, or physics degree outright, but it can be, you know, if the degree is asking for a science, then a lot of the time it is suitable for that. But you would need to check with the university concerned exactly what they wanted from the science course here.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it's basically a very, very broad course, lots of other subjects really, so you can take it down the medical side of the things we talked about. You could also combine it with something like geography and go along the sort of earth sciences and environmental science route. Any possibility. And obviously, if you decided that you wanted to do applied science at university, or you wanted to specialize more rather than being more general, then you could do a foundation year, which means you get access to a very wide range of courses. So if we have any other questions, then perhaps we can help out with that.
Do you want me to field the forensic science question?
Yeah, that sounds good, Dan.
I mean, if you wanted to do forensic science, then you could, applied sciences would definitely be a good fit for that. So, I mean, we get lots of people who do go out and do forensic science at Teesside University. That is quite a popular choice. You can pick applied science alongside kind of other things as well. Okay, so essentially, if you want to do a forensic science course, you kind of need some science background, but the other kind of courses that you pick alongside it, you could probably do a range of things. You could do geography, geology, you could do another science if you wanted to. Again, it'd be worth checking out with whatever university that you're applying for to see what the specifics are. But yeah, definitely applied science would fit in with that career path if you wanted to go down that route.
Good question there. If you wanted to be a dental technician, so basically, if you want to be a dental technician or a nurse, then yes, that's definitely a possibility. So we have people in the past who've gone into kind of that kind of area. Which subject specifically do we think would best complement this? Really, it depends on what you want to do in terms of the long term. We definitely advise people to pick something they're going to enjoy. We've got a very wide range of choice of subjects at QE, and if anything, you're probably going to be a bit spoiled for choice. It can combine well with on pretty much any subject. So it really depends on where you want to take it.
Yeah, if you've got something specifically in mind, then we'd be happy to help as much as we can. Obviously, we've got the careers team who'd probably be much more knowledgeable than us, but we've obviously got a good degree of knowledge about this particular course. So if anyone had any questions about how you get onto a particular course, we can do our best to kind of help you with that as well.
Absolutely. In terms of people often ask how many people are on the course itself. Is it a very small subject or quite a big subject? Basically, we're quite a reasonable sized subject. We've got about 60 people on the first year course and about a similar number on the second year course, so about 120 students in total, which is about the same size as physics, in fact, a little bit smaller than chemistry and biology. But certainly quite a significant kind of course, offering quite a wide range of appeal to people, I think, as well.
Okay, any more questions from anyone, or any follow-up questions that we've already answered but you want to ask again, or anything different?
That's kind of what we're here for. Good opportunity. Question there for how is the course assessed?
All right, yeah.
Good question. So basically this is a bit different from other courses that we offer at QE. So it's differently assessed from your A-level courses. In terms of, it's got modules where you get an actual qualification at the end of the first year, which you then build into the second year. And basically it's 50% coursework and 50% exam. So there's, strangely enough, more exam in the first year and less in the second year. So 1/3 exam in the first year, so 2/3 exam in the first year, 1/3 exam in the second year. So overall 50-50. Number of UCAS points you get from this rather depends on how well you do. So yes, it carries the same number of UCAS points as equivalent A level. As we said, it's a very kind of broad course, so a very broad appeal to people, really. Very valuable course, which can combine well with pretty much anything you like. In fact, I think the three of us are often surprised about just where people get to with the course. Everything from forensic science right through to geography, law, health and social type careers, midwifery, lots and lots of different sort of topics. And of course, a pretty interesting course in its own right for the broadness of the topics that we cover.
Do you want me to answer the UCAS question that's come up now?
Yeah, go for that, Dan.
So question was, is there a specific amount of UCAS points you would get, or does it range depending on how you do? It ranges depending on how you do. So it's assessed on pass merit and distinction criteria. Okay, so that's what you get at the end of the course. A pass is equivalent to an E. Okay, so you get 16 UCAS points from that. A merit is equivalent to a C, so you get 32 from that. You can get a distinction star. It's very, very difficult to achieve that, but it is possible, which is 56, so that's equivalent to an A star, and a distinction is equivalent to 48, which is an A. So yeah, it depends on kind of what you get on the overall grade, but yeah, it differs depending on what the overall grade is.
Okay, cool. Shall I answer the one about the step up from GCSE, Andy?
Yes, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So thanks for the question about the step up from GCSE level. That's quite a common question that sort of students in your position ask quite regularly at all levels in all subjects, to be honest, because obviously it's something you're rightly thinking about. So thanks for the question. I mean, I think that there obviously is a difference because obviously the college is mainly concerned with what we call level 3 qualifications, and so they're all a step up to some degree from GCSE. But I would say probably it's more, certainly to start with when we do the coursework, it's more the amount of work increases a bit compared to possibly GCSE, but maybe not the difficulty too much. And the good thing about the coursework part is obviously you've got lots of feedback you can get from us to improve your work, to help you with that step up. But I think the main thing is, as long as you're prepared to work hard right from the start and manage your time effectively, and keep up with deadlines, and that's a big part of helping you adjust to the demands of college as opposed to school. In terms of other things, then maybe the exam level, most of the content we study in biology, chemistry and physics, there's kind of a root of it in GCSE anyway. So for example, part of the chemistry is the structure of the atom, and we sort of take it a little bit further than GCSE, but a lot of the topics that we do are kind of GCSE based, and then we sort of stretch it a bit further. So you should find that a lot of it's fairly familiar to you when you first start doing that exam level stuff.
So it just kind of builds on your knowledge really and expands your extra knowledge from that. It's a good starting point. I think it's also worthwhile saying that quite a few people are maybe not that sure about doing the coursework, and they want to know what support they get with the coursework. So we offer quite a lot of support in terms of how we organise it. We break everything down into fairly small assignments that's all kind of usable, user-friendly kind of assignments. And we give you lots of guidance, assignment briefs, etc. Give you plenty of feedback on that and plenty of chance to improve. So I think the key thing there is basically to be well organised and to respond well to the feedback. And if you do, then you do really, really well. It seems to be kind of what our students are telling us that they like about the course. In terms of pass rates are basically 100%. So everybody passed last year. In terms of numbers, we've got approximately, got some figures to hand here. We've got approximately 60% getting merits, around about 10% getting their high grades, 10 to 12% getting distinction, and the rest getting pass. So pretty good overall, much better than national, significantly better than national in fact. So we're rather good at what we do.
Okay, are we running out of questions now? In which case we could wrap it up.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, folks, last chance for a question if you have one. Otherwise,
bear in mind, of course, you can always have a look at our website and contact college in another time as well. If we're going to give you any further information if you might have missed. But otherwise, as Alan said, we can probably wrap that up. Is the course a BTEC course? It's very similar to a BTEC, but it's not called a BTEC. So essentially, yes, very, very similar.
Okay, so just before we go then, just to remind you about the application procedure. Obviously, you can find all those details on our website. There's lots of social media that we do as well that you can obviously follow as well. Obviously contact us at college if there are any questions you might have that you haven't thought of today. But yeah, unless there's anything else, Andy, I don't.
No, I think that's about wrapped it up, I think, yes.
Okay, right, brilliant, thank you.
Great.
Right, thanks everyone.
Okay, enjoy your evening.